And how do you feel it's going so far?
I think it's going really well. It's going a lot better than a lot of people thought it would, because people in 3rd District are hungry for a change, and they have finally realized that there is a real alternative to the same old politics as usual that we've had for 22 years.
Now, when you say they're hungry for a change, how do you know that?
I know that based on what people are saying to me, that they're saying that there's been no progress made in this community in decades, and they're ready for a fresh voice. People are literally saying that, yes, it's time for a change of direction. That's how I know, because people are telling me that.
And there was something on your biography. I was reading through your biography, and it said that when you were 13, you were in a
Yes, I was raised by my great-grandmother. The woman that raised me was born in 1911. When she became too old to take care of me, I was placed in the Bessie Benner Metzenbaum Children's Center. It's an orphanage in Cleveland, Ohio. From there, I went to Boys Town. I stayed there for about a year and a half, and moved to Connecticut with my biological mom when I was a sophomore in high school. Went to West Hill High School, and graduated from West Hill at 18, and went right to the U.S. military, to the U.S. Navy.
Yeah, see, and how long were you in the Service?
4 years, 82 to 86. Did 2 tours aboard the USS Enterprise aircraft carrier.
You're saying people are hungry for change, and I'm just wondering, so you're running against Rosa DeLauro, as you say. 22 years she's been in office. A little bit of a struggle her first time out of the blocks in 1990, but since then, her worst year, more than 63% of the vote. Many of those years, 70% or greater. So it seems like we've got a 20-year track record of just trouncing every single person the Republican Party puts up in front of her. So I'm just, curious why you think things have changed so much now all of a sudden.
Every once in a while, something comes along that defies the conventional wisdom. This campaign is that thing. That's all I can tell you.
And I noticed that you, for an event tonight, you said, what was it? Let's win this and shock the world. So,
yeah.
So you do say it would be a shock, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The political experts have written off the 3rd District as winnable by anyone except Rosa DeLauro. And that's no secret. But again, what they don't know is that people are actually ready for a new direction in the way that the thing that no one's done is talk to regular people. No one's asked. People have looked at it.
Previous candidates didn't do that?
No, they didn't.
Jerry Labriola, who leads the GOP now, who was the last candidate, he didn't talk to regular people?
He talked to regular people, okay? But I can probably say pretty safely, my chairman of my party, Jerry Labriola, wasn't in Newhallville campaigning, wasn't here at the Whalley Avenue Stop Shop campaigning, talking to voters. So, no.
Okay, so that's where you're different, yeah. Can you share what the strategy would be? Because the numbers, I mentioned the history, but even just the registration too. Twice as many Democrats as Republicans.
Right.
So how do you do this? Can you share some of your strategy for how to make this winnable? What's the pathway to victory for you?
The pathway to victory is simple. I am letting as many people as possible know who I am, what my message is, and that's all I'm doing. That's my strategy. That is my strategy. I am talking to voters. Like, oh my gosh, a candidate that actually just goes out and campaigns. I don't have millions of dollars to spend on advertising. I don't have focus groups. I don't have polls. No. You know what I do? I go and I have a small corps of volunteers. We go to busy intersections and we hold up Wayne Winsley signs and we wave to people and we let them know, hey, guess what? If you're unhappy with what's going on, with what you've had for the past 22 years, this year there's an alternative. We go and we meet people like this and we let them know, if you're not happy with what's been going on for the past 22 years, there's an alternative. That's it.
So tell me like what your schedule was on the campaign trail, like today and tomorrow.
Okay. Yesterday we started off. I did a lot of interviews. People are starting to actually want to speak to me now. So we did lots of interviews and things like that. We had a rally in Middletown, and after that we had a smaller rally in another part of Middletown. Then we had a political forum, a candidates forum, where my opponent was present. So we did that. Today I'm here, and we are doing another shopping center after today, or after this one, and then we are back at headquarters from 4 to 9 doing phone banking and getting more of our signs out and stuff like that. So that's my day.
And what about tomorrow?
Tomorrow I will be at the train station starting at 6 a.m. I'll be either New Haven or Stratford train station. I haven't decided yet. But it's every day from now until election day, we are all about going where the people are and meeting them, letting them know that they have an alternative.
And if you had to give your biggest selling point to people right now who spent more than 2 decades overwhelmingly voting Rosa DeLauro in, and you had to say, this is the one thing I want to tell you why you need to think about me this time, what would that one thing be?
A UConn survey recently pointed out that Connecticut has had 0 job